Welcome to another episode of Fernandez Finds Adventure, and today we're going to go to J-Car and get some Anderson connectors, and I need to get all my wiring sorted for the fridge because I'm also going to be buying a fridge at the exact same time. So I'm very excited to get all that sorted because today is currently Monday, and on Wednesday I've got the auto electrician having a look at all the wiring to give me the final tick of approval. So let's get into it. I need to get all the stuff now, so let's go ahead and get it. So guys, if you've been wondering why I've been sweating so much in my most recent videos, that is the temperature here at the moment. So it hasn't been very fun, but I'm looking forward to getting all of the wiring and stuff done so I can enjoy a nice cool drink out of my new fridge.
The first thing on my list today was to modify the wiring that came with the fridge to go between my lithium battery and my fridge. The fridge came with a connector that had the fridge connection on one side and a cigarette socket plug on the other side. Cigarette socket plugs are notorious for wiggling their way out over time, so I shortened the cable to minimize voltage drop and replaced the cigarette socket plug with an Anderson connector. I've made a video on how to make Anderson plugs in the past, so I won't go into too much detail about this process, but if you would like to know more about this, I will leave a card at the top of the screen. I made a few mistakes when modifying this cable because I forgot to add the fuse holder for the 10 amp fuse, so I had to unsolder the positive cable, attach the fuse holder, and resolder the end of this line to the Anderson plug connector. I came across an issue when I was swapping the cigarette plug socket, as there was no indication which cable was the positive cable where it attached to the plug. If you disassemble the plug, you'll find two wires attached within it. The wire attached to the core of the plug is the positive, and the wire attached on the outside plug is the negative, as this grounds the wire on the body of the car. I had my wiring inspected by the mechanic, and he told me that everything was safe, so I put conduit around all of the exposed wires. The fridge's positive and negative cables came joined together, but they were too big to fit into the conduit, so I ended up separating them, putting conduit around them individually, and then zip tying them together. My next job was to install mounting brackets and position my new fridge. I purchased a ratchet strap and used this to hold the fridge in place. This also firmly holds the fridge to the back of the cab so it doesn't slide around. With everything in place, my final job was to unbolt the solar panel, put thread locker on the bolts, and tighten them back up again. There are still a few things that I need to sort out. These include things like fixing the solar panel wires to a specific position because they knock against the back window, as well as positioning all of my equipment in the new setup, which is going to take some time and some testing. I'm going to leave you with some footage of the back area and how it looks now that we have done the basic setup. So that this video isn't too long, I'll be doing 2, maybe 3 follow-up videos after this one. One of them will be a final walk around going through all of the specifics of the build, as well as which brands I used for the battery, fridge, and where I got the rest of the hardware from. I will also be releasing a full cost breakdown video for those of you wanting to replicate this exact same build. A long-term video will also be released after I've done a couple of trips, so I have some feedback and some talking points. The next upload on this channel will be an unboxing video of the Brass Monkey fridge, so make sure you have your notifications on for that. If you enjoyed this series, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so other like-minded viewers are more likely to see this build. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.